Hey, just wanted to make a quick video talking about Armour Cores and what I think they're about, because we haven't really seen too much information on them. Every time 343 sort of clarifies it, just raises more questions. Um, I think the best way to put it is they're sort of like the different armor generations. We have, our Mark 5, which is from Reach, Mark 6 from Halo 3, and Mark 7 from Infinite. We've seen plenty of Mark 5 so far in the gameplay and screenshots. We haven't seen any Mark 6 and obviously tons of Mark 7. And there is a problem, and I think we aren't going to be able to customize armor between cores, and I'll show you why. So just jumping into some of the stuff we have seen. On the Xbox website, you can actually see a little bit more info on cores, just a little bit, but obviously this is the Mark 7 core, which we've seen plenty of so far, just the default armor in the game. It tells you just a little bit more about it. Then we get the Mark 5, which is the Halo Reach stuff, looking nice, just like it did back then. A little bit more Mark 5, pretty sweet. Yeah, you get all the little attachments and stuff, so pretty cool. But yeah, it's all the Mark 5 armor core. So I want to just jump into some little details between the cores. So no matter what armor you wear, you're going to notice these details. For Mark 7, you're going to see these little ridges here, these little arches or whatnot on the shoulders, and then the belt shape is always going to be sort of this. There's going to be these little gaps like so, and then with Mark 5 you're going to have this sort of this shape here and sort of the rectangular wrists. It's kind of like no matter what you'll be able to tell the core based off those little details. And with that, you can see more of it here, some more there. All of these you can tell just by those details. Every one of these are Mark 7. And none of them have any Mark 5 pieces. No helmets, no shoulders, no nothing. So there's a couple reasons I think that they're just not going to have interchangeable armor between cores. Definitely not at launch. Who knows, maybe they'll change it down the line, but there's all these little pieces of evidence. So no Mark 5 stuff here at all. When you jump into the battle pass, see just a Mark 5 Spartan, a couple of shoulders, helmets and stuff. But with those shoulders, like right here, this is a Reach shoulder. We've seen this before, like even back in the original game, and this is a brand new one. So this is a Mark 7 shoulder, this is a Mark 5 shoulder, and I don't think we're going to be able to use either of them on with each other. So you can even see back here, this is just Noble 6, or well, it's just the basic Mark 5 Spartan. This here is the basic Mark 7 Spartan. Now, if you were able to use every piece of armor on the basic default armor, which for this game is going to be this Mark 7, why would they make multiple background pictures? It's because I don't think you're going to be able to use them between cores. And even going down here, like you can see, obviously this was the Mark 5 shoulder, and you'll never see this on a Mark 7 Spartan in any of the trailers, any of the screenshots. You're never going to see an instance where there's a piece of Reach armor on a new Spartan. Here's some more of it right here. We got some Reach Spartans again. Now I think you'll be able to use any visor color because you've never had red back in Reach, so I think you're going to use any visor color with any Spartan, but when it comes to the actual armor itself, it's locked between each generation, each core. There's a Mark 7 Spartan right here. Yeah. That's so that's just, there's a lot of evidence, and there's so many more Spartans in the screenshots and the trailers you can see that would make me think this. And going on to that, the event armor, Fractures, that we get, the new samurai armor, I think it's like the Yuri armor, something like that. They showed us in a stream, the preview tech, or the tech preview stream or whatever, that for the Yuri, I'm just gonna call it the Samurai because I can't remember its actual name, but you can see there's all these different armor pieces, but the same base core, which is the same armor. Because they said fractures are their own individual cores. So that would mean, since cores aren't interchangeable, we will never be able to use the samurai helmet or the chest piece. Like if we like one helmet from one core and a chest piece from another, I don't think we'll be able to mix it. It just doesn't look like we can. I hope to be wrong, that'd be great. But, you know, there's a lot of evidence to say that this is how it's gonna work. And even if it is the case, it's still way better than Halo 5. But, you know, it would just be nice to get it, like, where we can mix everything. Because it's not really good for player expression, which seems to be the theme of the game. But, I don't know. Some things contradict that a little bit. I just know Halo Infinite is going to be a great game anyway. But, just wanted to make a little video on these little ideas and ramble a little bit. But yeah, if you listened, thank you, or watched or whatever. But yeah, I hope to make some more stuff eventually. We'll see. Anyway, bye.